Hello everyone and welcome to my new video. And what is this video about? Well, I would like to say first that I will not be making any music in this video. Instead, I'm going to be making loads of weird noises, as if that is of any surprise to anyone. Yes, I'm going to do some crazy sound design, but I'm going to do it in a very quick and easy fashion, which I've recently discovered and I'm finding very interesting, and I'm very excited to share with you if you haven't done this before. If you have done this before, then maybe you might be interested in some of the things that I'm going to try. We're going to go for some very experimental avant-garde sound design stuff, using only Ableton stock effects and really nothing else. It's all just going to come from the effects. And it's all about just using the audio effect rack and macroing loads of stuff and then just hitting random and maybe saving some snapshots and some presets or whatever. It's going to be really mad. And there's so much to explore. So this might be quite a long video because I tried this last night and I couldn't stop for hours. I was just mapping all of this stuff and then hitting random and going, whoa. So let's just get started. First of all, I'm going to get in the vinyl distortion because it's quite a useful little sort of noise maker. It just sort of starts making noise like that. And yeah, then I'm going to maybe get the OTT. I'm going to put the OTT at the end of, well, I'm going to put the OTT here. And then the OTT, the OTT. And then I'm just going to put a load of stuff in the middle. So this is kind of just going to be a little noise source. And this is going to sort of squash everything to keep it under control volume-wise. But it also kind of reveals some little things that are hidden underneath, some little undiscoverable gems or something that might reveal themselves as we start messing around. So let's just start with something fairly straightforward. Let's just get like a load of delays. Let's get one delay in here. Let's turn the sync off and let's turn the feedback all the way up and the dry wet all the way up, and we'll turn the filter off. And we're probably just going to get something that sounds like some sort of delay thing. Yep, something like this. And then let's duplicate that like 3 times. And then let's go and start mapping stuff. So let's extend out all our macros. And let's go for something like, let's map the volume of the vinyl distortion, the density. And then we're going to map the time on this one and maybe the mode on this one. And we're just going to repeat that for the other delays. We're going to map the time on this one and the mode on this one and the time on this one and the mode on this one. And that's kind of pretty much a good starting point. So what we're going to get is something like this. That is very weird. But when we hit random, not much happens there. Let's hit random again. Oh my goodness me. What's happened? Yeah. Get these very interesting soundscapes that are very unpredictable. Oh. Yeah. Wow. Flutes. Sounds like flutes. Fluty loops. Oh my goodness me. And sometimes it makes actual loops. Actual fluty loops. Yes, very nice. Oh, you can hear how they're sort of evolving. Yeah, this is going to be a very weird and noisy video. So if you've come expecting how to make dope beats, sorry, you've come to the wrong place. Sorry about that. We'll do dope beats another time, I promise. I don't know how to do dope beats. Okay. Okay, so we could actually maybe develop this idea a little bit more. Let's use some auto filters. Let's put an auto filter here and we'll macro the filter frequency, the resonance. Oh, I've done that to the same one. Hang on, undo that, please. Right. So yeah, it can get quite deep. So frequency, yeah, macro 10 for the resonance, and then macro 11 for the mode, the filter mode, and then that gives us 5 more macros. So we could do it with another filter after. Well, maybe we should put the filter. Let's put the filter there. Let's kind of have this make sense. Delay, filter, delay, filter. Let's have another filter and then we'll have delay and then we'll call it quits for this one. So we'll do the same thing here. We'll map the frequency to macro 12, the resonance to macro 13 and the filter type to macro 14. Got 2 macros left, but that's fine. So let's see what we have with this one. Wow. Yeah. What's happening? I don't know. It's so unpredictable. I love it. Uncertainty. Uncertainty is a healthy key element to experimental electronic music. Or all music, I think. Or all art. Just all art. Just mess about. You might find something good. And if you don't find something good, hit random again. Whoa. Now we've made a little helicopter. Helicopter's flown away. Yeah, the OTT is working really hard to reveal those silences. And now we're in some sort of muted server room. Let's hit random again. Oh. We got a little loop. There's a kick. That's almost a kick drum. Amazing, isn't it? Oh. Yes. Oh my goodness me. That is very nice. Wow. Whoa. They evolve. They evolve. Wow. Yes. Some of this is going to sound a little bit kind of like retro experiment, sort of mid-20th century, 1950s, you know, sort of B-movie soundtrack stuff, maybe. Doctor Who, 60s Doctor Who, I don't know. So we're making some we're making some really far out sounds, but that just took 5 minutes. And if you want, you can use the sort of snapshots thing here and save them as presets or whatever. And you can, of course, save the whole thing as a preset. And then if you want to turn it off, you just turn it off like that. Turn the rack off. And then when it starts up again, there's going to be nothing. You're going to have to hit random. It's kind of fun. Little noise box. It's great with delays. Oh. Oh my goodness me. Wow. And it's like a fountain of pyrotechnics, but the sonic version. Right, okay, so that was fun. So I'm just going to keep that. I'm going to make another one now. So, in fact, I'll just turn this one off. Hang on a minute. Let's just go over here. Turn this one off. All right. Okay, so let's do the same thing again, but with some different effects and see what happens. So let's get the vinyl distortion again, and then let's get the OTT again. Put that in there, and then maybe let's try sort of a similar thing, but let's maybe use like the shifter or something. Let's get the shifter in here, and we will let's turn the delay on, set it to milliseconds, set the feedback all the way up quite high. In fact, let's put it up all the way, and that looks all pretty good to me. And then yeah, let's duplicate this 3 times, and so we'll do the same thing again. We'll map the volume of the vinyl distortion to macro 1 and the density to macro 2, and then let's map the fine tune of this shifter to macro 3, the delay time, the window to macro 4, the delay time to macro 5. I might not have enough macros to do this for all of them. Let's see, shall we? So this one to macro 6, this one to macro 7, this one to macro 8, this one to macro 9, this one to macro 10, this one to macro 11. I've still got loads left. Yeah, okay, that's all looking pretty good to me. Let's see what happens when we hit random. Nothing. Oh my goodness me. Yes. Amazing. Look at that. What we just made that sound in no time at all, and it's amazing. It's like we're going into space. Oh my goodness me. Yeah. Absolutely. We are wielding the unworldly, otherworldly, with the power of digital technology. They've got real movement about them, especially when you use delays, because, you know, delays, when you change the time very aggressively, they get all confused and they go, you know, and it really adds real movement and can real sort of shove the sound around. I love it. It's really exciting. Yeah. We're making laser sounds. Okay, that's really good fun. All right, so let's maybe develop this idea. We've got 5 macros left here. Let's maybe bring in the vocoder, put the vocoder after the vinyl distortion, and see if we can maybe do something with this. So we could maybe say, how many have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, so let's maybe map the range of the vocoder to the low range to macro 12. This range, oh, sorry, that's the high range. This is the low range, macro 13. And then we'll do the depth to macro 14, the formant to macro 15, and the release to macro 16. Now this is just going to apply like a little bit of vocoded noise to the vinyl distortion, which is going to, you know, give us a little bit more of a colorful sound to go into this weird collection of shifters. So let's see what that sounds like. All right, let's hit random, see what happens. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness me. Terrifying, but satisfying. I love it when it goes, and then it kind of degrades over time because it's a delay loop. My goodness me. That's it, I made it talk. It's talking to us. I've made Ableton talk in a strange alien language. It's quite fun to watch the bands on the vocoder do their work. Look at all that stuff dancing around. Okay, that was fun. Let's keep going. Let's make another one. Whoa, I'm so excited. Oh, right. Okay, so let's make a new audio track here, and let's get the audio effect rack in, and try the same thing again. Let's get the vinyl distortion in. Let's open out all the map. Oh, I'm stuck in a loop. Help! Right. Oh. Okay, okay, let's extend all these out, and then let's get the O to T to TT again, put that in there. Right, so for this one, I'm going to try something a little bit more involved. I'm going to use some LFOs to control things inside the chain, but then randomize the LFOs that are controlling the things that are inside the chain. So what could we do with that? Well, first of all, let's get an auto filter in, and we're going to set the auto filter to one of these other settings that has an overdrive. And so what will happen is when we drive it and we have a very high resonance, we can kind of get like a tone, like a sort of synthesizer tone, a feedback tone, resonant tone, which we can, you know, use as a sort of more pure sound source than the crackly crackle. But we're still going to need the crackle in order to sort of trigger the filter. So let's just start with this and see what we get. So let's map the volume to macro 1, the density to macro 2, and then I'm just going to maybe just map the frequency here. And so we've got no sound right now. Let's mute it. Don't know why I turned it down and muted it. Let's randomize that and see if we've got something. Okay, we've got something there. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, so we've got kind of a bit of a... Oh, that's good. So if we go right down low, we get these nice bass tones. So let's actually have a look at the mapping. Let's go into the mapping and set the frequency of the filter to something like, let's say 150 hertz. So that it'll only randomize up to 150 hertz. Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit lost. Right, okay. So what next? Okay, let's maybe get the redux. Let's get the redux in. And wow. Yeah. Okay. So let's map an LFO to the rate of the redux. Set this to remote. And map that to the rate. We get that. Right, okay, and then I'm going to map the rate of the LFO to macro 4 and the shape to macro 5 and the depth to macro 6. And maybe the smooth as well, just to see what it happens. So we're going to kind of randomize the LFO that's controlling this, which is bit reducing this feedback filter. Let's see what we get. Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh my goodness me. Okay. Wow. Right, this one's a little bit silly. Maybe we could do something with this. You know what? I've changed my mind about that idea. I'm going to ditch that, and I'm going to ditch that. But I'm going to keep that filter thing, and then maybe let's get the amp in. Let's put the amp here. Yeah, maybe we can make like a kind of weird sort of gnarly bass generator, like a Hoover Reese Neurofen bass. So let's map the mode of the amp to macro 4. Let's get an auto filter in. Set this to notch. And let's get another one, put that there, set this one to notch, maybe bring the resonance up a little bit, and then let's just map the rate of these LFOs. See what we get now. Yeah. Let's get the pedal in. Let's get the pedal. Where's the pedal? Yeah, the pedal. Where's the pedal? Put the pedal to the metal. Right, okay, let's put that there. Let's turn the sub on. We could maybe macro all this stuff. Let's macro this, the bass, the mid, the treble, the distortion type. Let's just see what that gives us. We might find some interesting bass tones that we can sample. Yeah. Yeah! Sample that, put it in your sampler, you got a nice bass in. Maybe not that one. Ooh. Yeah, fun. If you want, you could turn that down a little bit. You could tune the filter to a fixed frequency if you want, so that you know that whenever you randomize it, you're going to get the same note, so that when you put it in your sampler, you know what note it is. So, you know, you could put the tuner in here and, you know, and then you know that, like, oh, it's F sharp. Okay, that's fine. So you could tune it to C and then, you know, or whatever key you want. Anyway, so that is, I like that. That's fun. Okay, good stuff. So I'm going to try another one now. I want to try that LFO mapping thing again. I wasn't very happy with that last one, so that's okay. We'll try again. We'll try again and do it better. So let's get the audio effect rack in. Let's open up the things for the thing, then click the click, and then get the vinyl distortion in the thing, and then we'll just map the volume and the density to the macros, and then let's get the auto filter in. Get the auto filter, put the auto filter here, and it's a bit of a repetitive process, but you know, I think it's good to repeat things so that they get drilled into your brain, parrot fashion. So let's get the macros mapped here for this, and we don't need the. Actually, no. Unmap that. Let's turn the resonance up. Let's set this to this one. These are all different. These are all modelled on filters from synths. I think. I guess the MS2 maybe is like the. I don't know what any of them are. Let's see what happens. Oh my goodness me. Right, so now what I'm going to do then is, yeah, let's get the LFO. I tried this last night and I had so much fun, and suddenly I've forgotten it all. So maybe we want, let's map the LFO to the rate of the LFO that's controlling the auto filter. So we'll turn this to remote, go map that. And already we're going to get something like that. Very, very, very strange modulation movements. Interesting stuff. Okay, you know what? Let's map the frequency. Okay. Now let's map the waveform of the LFO, the rate of the LFO, and the depth. We'll start with that and see what happens. Okay, let's randomize this, see what we get. Very sort of strange movements. When you start getting into multiple LFOs that are all offset from each other and all that kind of stuff. Actually, let's map the shape of the LFO that's controlling the auto filter. Yeah, now we're getting into very historic stuff now, 1950s, you know, early synth experiments, which I love very much. Go and check out that stuff. Oh! I suspect someone is going to put a comment in the chat like, "Oh, my dog is going nuts," or "Oh, my cat liked that one," or my budgie is dancing, or all three. Maybe you have all three of those things. And they're all going nuts right now. There are bats flying up my pants. Whoa. This is definitely, we're definitely communicating with superior beings now. Oh, I love this shit. In stereo as well. Oh my goodness me. You never know, maybe a good kick drum might come out. Yeah, LFOs, controlling LFOs is mad stuff. You never know what's going to happen. It's fun. There you go. There's something rhythmic there. Quite fun to just watch the LFOs go by. Watching the LFOs go by. All right, okay. Oh my goodness me, I'm starting to zone out. Right, okay, let's keep going. Let's make more. Let's just make loads of them. Well, maybe 5 or 6. Okay, let's get another audio effect rack. Let's get the vinyl distortion in again, and then let's get the OTT in again. Maybe you could sort of save this as like a starting preset, and then you just fill the gap between these two with whatever you want. So, yeah, I'm going to do that auto filter thing again. And yeah, so I'm gonna, what did I do? I've already forgotten. So we'll put this to one of these overdrive filter things, turn the resonance up, and then we'll map the volume and the density, and we'll map the frequency, and then we'll get the LFO, and we'll map the, where's the LFO? We'll get the LFO, and we'll map the LFO to the rate of the LFO that's controlling the filter, and then we'll map the waveform, the frequency, the depth. Let's maybe map the smooth this time, and just see what we get now. Ow. Okay. Yeah, not much. Oh, I didn't turn the amount up. Here we go. Right. All right. Okay. Now let's get the redux in. Let's get the redux in. Put that after the filter. We're going to get some classic talking filter stuff now. Let's map the rate to a macro. Some of these aren't that good. It seems to be staying around the same spot there. Why is that then? Oh, there we go. I'm gonna unmap that smooth. I've changed my mind. Unmap that, turn that down. And then I think maybe we're going a little bit too fast with the rate. So let's go to the map. Let's find the rate. I believe it's this one here. So yeah, let's say 0.1 hertz up to something like 5 hertz. Because 5 hertz is quite fast, you know, so. There we go. Oh yeah. Okay, not so good, that one. Okay, it doesn't matter because now what I want to do is I want to do the same thing with the LFO, but I want to do this to a load of delays that are set to the fade. Is it the fade thing? Let's find the delay. Let's get a delay in here. Yeah, we'll set it to fade, turn the filter off, turn the sync off, and turn the feedback up, the dry wet all the way up. And yeah, so we'll get an LFO. Let's get an LFO here. We're going to map the LFO to, gone a little bit too far, map the LFO to the time of the delay, and then already we're probably going to get something really glitched out like this. Okay, and then I'm going to map the rate, the waveform and the rate, and maybe the depth here. And this is madness. I can't cope. Let's turn it down a bit. Right, and then I'm going to do it again, because delays into delays is where it's at. You know, you can get some absolute crazy things. Let's get the LFO, put the LFO in here. Right, set this to fade, turn the filter off, turn the sync off, turn the feedback up, turn the dry wet up, turn this to remote, map this to the time. And then we'll map this. We've got some macros left. Let's map this to macro 12, the rate to macro 13, and the depth to macro 14. And see what this gives us. Big long chains. Yeah, this kind of weird stuff. Yeah, we're back into mid-period Orteca now. This is... Yeah, I can get into this. What? Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely communicating now with aliens. Yeah, it's all about these delays. When you have the delay set to fade and you just sort of really nudge the time around, you get this weird sort of timing anomaly, which is, really satisfying, but terrifying. Terrifying, yet satisfying. That's what we try to do here on Ned Rush. I say we, it's just me. Oh my goodness me. They just keep going. They just keep going and on and on and on and on. You don't know where they're going to go. They sort of disintegrate and then sort of metamorphosize into something else. Like a caterpillar, like a little rave caterpillar on acid. Oh my god. Yeah. Sort of almost granular. Yeah, granular sort of. Okay, I should stop. I'm really zoning out. I can just very easily just get lost in all of this. Anyway, okay, now I want to do a couple more. What have I just done? What did I just do? Did I just do something there? No, nothing. Okay, no, I just want to delete that track there. How many have I done? 5. Right, okay. Yeah, let's turn that one off. So when I share this on Patreon later and you open it, it's not going to start making a terrible racket. Let's check I've turned them all off. Right, okay, yeah, they've turned... Just need to check. Okay, they're all off. All right, let's do another one. Let's maybe do one that's maybe a little bit more musically pleasing, but still a bit unpredictable. Maybe we could do something like with some resonators and let's see. Let's get the audio effect rack in. Let's get the vinyl distortion. I'm sure you know the drill by now. Get the multi-band O to T to T to T to T to T to and open these out. And let's start. Let's map that and map that. So with resonators, a little bit tricky. One thing I would like to say to if anyone at Ableton is watching, I think this is amazing what you've done with this this global scale and the way that you've added it into some of the instruments and some of the MIDI effects. I mean, it would be really great if you could add it to some of the effects as well. Imagine like having the scale awareness on the spectral resonator or just on the normal resonator, the old school resonator. Imagine being able to sort of tune all of these to the scale degrees of the... anyway, I think I've said more than enough. I think you get the idea. Right, let's listen to something that's... Okay, let's have a dry wet up here. I mean, this we can kind of do... There's loads we can do, really. There's lots of stuff to play with here. All right, let's map the frequency. Let's map the note. And then we've got 4 pitches. So let's just map all these random pitches to macros here. Let's just see what happens. Let's randomize that. Yeah, so we can get these kind of interesting stuck chord sounds that we're never going to know what they are unless we look here. So it's a F sharp 3 in the bass. Okay, and now we can maybe sort of smear it. We could maybe smear it a bit with the hybrid reverb. Let's get the hybrid reverb in, put this here. Let's set this to algorithm, and we're going to map the algorithm to a macro, and we're going to randomize the algorithm. That is what it's all about. Let's do the decay, macro the decay, the size. I won't bother with any of these things because they change depending on what algorithm you're using. Let's turn the dry wet up. See what we get now. Beautiful. We could maybe even smear that a little bit more with just the old school reverb and just leave this a little, well, yeah, I mean, we could actually macro these as well. What have we got left? We've got some macros left. Let's macro these just to make it really smeary and take some of that twinkliness out of it. Okay, now what I'd like to do is maybe, if I've got enough macros, is maybe do some like filter modulation or maybe some amplitude modulation, not with the amp, but with the auto pan maybe. Let's do it with the auto pan. We've not used that one yet. Okay, so let's put the phase down, turn the amount up. Yeah, okay. And we're gonna get the LFO and map the, it's very quiet. We might need to compress it a little bit more. Let's map the LFO to the rate of the auto pan. We're gonna get these weird movements. And then let's do the same thing that we did earlier. Let's map the waveform. We've got 3 macros left. Okay, let's do the rate, the waveform, and the depth. Yeah, it's a little quiet, so maybe I might compress it with the drum bus just because it's really easy. You can just press comp like that, and then it's really loud. All right, now let's randomize this. Yeah, very weird. I mean, that has already got me thinking about something I would like to do with that. You sample it, you find a loop that you like, you get the tempo of the project of where that is, start laying down beats. You've got a good starting point. It's all about finding nice starting points, things to make you go, oh, that thing there, yeah, let's use that, let's do that. And then you press this and it becomes a whole other thing. Yeah, this is the business. Look at this. Really slow LFO controlling the rate of this LFO, which is controlling the volume. Yeah. All right, goodbye. Very weird. I like how they go away and then maybe they're going to come back. You don't know. It kind of just makes me want to keep listening. That's kind of why I'm just... That's probably why this video is twice as long than it needs to be, because I'm just sitting here listening to this stuff. Satisfying, but terrifying at the same time. I mean, that almost sounded like a 1940s movie or something. Not without that wibbly wobbly stuff. I can't stop, so I need to snap out of it. Right, okay, I'm going to stop. Right, there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. So that is how you can do some really quick and easy sound design in Ableton just by simply filling an audio rack with loads of effects, mapping everything, hitting random, and then, you know, sample it and turn it into music. And I'm not sure why. Why have these made audio input 1 and 2 and these ones did audio input 1? That's weird. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. I've just said that. Right, I'm going to go and put this on my Patreon now, where if you'd like to support this channel and get access to loads of Ableton stuff and other things and take part in community things, or maybe get some private tuition with me, it's entirely up to you. Or if you just want to get this and then go, I don't care, but you should stay. You really should stay. I'm going to go and do that now, so please click the links, please share scribe, please share scribe, like, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, have fun.